Hey everybody. It's probably been a while since you've seen this computer here. Back in, I think it's 2015. Yeah, 2015. That's right, 2015. Was when I built this machine. It was built like not even a month before my grandmother passed away. Yeah, the reason why I remember that is because I built this machine. Yeah, I remember why. It was because I upgraded mid-tower Lux to Windows 10, and I needed a Windows Media Center PC to be in my bedroom for TV functionality. Because back then we had the, and I still have, the Seagate cable card tuner for digital cable. So I had to build a separate machine to run Windows 7, and I built this little machine here. Essentially what it is, it's just an old Soltech bare bone system that I pulled the original motherboard out of and installed a small motherboard out of a I think 2012 model HP Pavilion cheap-end desktop with the AMD Seagate no, I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's the E350. I think it's the it's actually a newer version of that kind of processor, little low power APU. The reason why it's in here now is because the hard drive is failing. Wonderful Seagate hard drives. Don't you just love them, or better yet, don't you just hate them? And I think the drive I'm installing here is a 1 terabyte drive. It was one of the former drives out of Mid-Tower Deluxe, and it was actually, I think, it was actually a certified repair hard drive. Let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we have here. Like I say, it's been a while, so I gotta pop this open and see what's in here. And also be the first time this thing's been open in 3 years. See, what's really unfortunate is I had a whole collection of recorded TV from 2015 saved up. Shows like Alaska State Troopers and stuff like that. I most likely am going to have to get rid of it because due to Time Warner Cable's wonderful cable card restrictions, they set one copy to all their channels to where you could only watch recorded shows back on the device you recorded them with. And the way Windows Media Center worked and the way PlayReady worked was a little bit of key file that monitored like the hardware configuration of the machine, and if something changed, like if you lost the key or the registry file, you were pretty much doomed. So yeah, this hard drive here is actually, yeah, it's actually one of the ones that used to be in Mid-Tower Deluxe. So the story behind this hard disk is back when Mid-Tower Deluxe had two 1 terabyte drives in Stripe. Both of them failed in like less than a year, I think. So they were replaced under warranty. This is one of the warranty replacements, and now the warranty replacement has failed. Yeah, I certainly hope Seagate's hard drives have gotten better, because let me tell you, this is just pretty freaking bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just not all that great. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, it's been a while since I got to see inside this computer. And the way this works, to get to the drive, you have to disconnect the cables for both the CD drive and the hard drive. And there are two screws on top that have to come out. Once I get the hard drive out, I'll give you a closer look at the machine. And once I get the disk drives out, for that matter. Okay, so there's actually, yeah, there's one more that has to come out. Kind of hard to get to though. So let's try this. You pull back and lift up. I got to disconnect the USB cable for the media card reader. And out it comes. So this little bracket here has the optical drive, the DVD drive, and it has the hard drive and the media card reader. I tell you, it's funny and sad at the same time. Recertified, and it failed again. So most likely that means this drive was a warranty replacement. I mean, what I mean to say is, somebody bought this drive on Newegg or Amazon or whatever. It failed on. They sent it to Seagate. Seagate repaired it and put it into the recertified repaired hard drive fleet and got issued as a warranty replacement for my bad drive. And of course it failed again. I think this will probably be the first or second warranty replacement drive that's failed. Usually the warranty replacements lasted longer than the originals. Alright, so again, as I promised, let's get you a closer look at this computer. Essentially what I did here, I had to do some modifications to get this motherboard in here. However, they weren't really all that major. The only real mod I had to do was snip out some of this metal here and make this opening larger to fit a full-size I/O shield. And since this motherboard's power supply is right here, it's not actually a desktop power supply, I just took a crappy old Logsys unit, stripped the guts out of it, and left to get just the bare casing. I installed a fan into it to blow air out, and that's how it cools itself. This particular motherboard was used in several different cheap-end models of HP and compact computers. This one actually got right off of eBay. What it was, I bought a second part system that had this kind of motherboard, and that motherboard was bad. So I just again hopped down on eBay and looked around to see what I could find. I don't think I paid a whole bunch of money for this board. You have to go back and look at the original video from 2015, but I don't think I spent much on this motherboard. So it was a pretty decent buy, I think. And you can see what I did here is I took some cardboard and hot glued together sort of a ducting system to pull air off of the APU heatsink and the, presumably Northbridge heatsink. But other than making the cooling system using that power supply chassis and cutting the hole in the back for the full-sized I/O shield, this motherboard was a bolt-in install. Yeah, this case from probably 2003 had the perfect sized holes, or perfectly aligned holes to fit what I think is, a mini ITX motherboard. And here comes the thunderstorm. Here comes the rain. You see here where I took a regular sized expansion slot cover and bent it around. Put some glue back here. Just to make that covered up. So, a couple of things I'm going to discuss is, I've been a diehard Windows Media Center fan for quite a few years, but due to Spectrum, thanks to Charter for buying out Time Warner Cable, due to Spectrum taking over Time Warner Cable and essentially raising prices on about everybody with their starting speed of 200 megabits per second internet service and whatnot. For example, my mom and dad have TV and internet. You know how much they're paying? Like $156. Now that includes $25 worth of fees for leased equipment, but still, $130 I would think is be just roughly about without the leased equipment. But still, that's a lot of money. This internet alone for Spectrum right now is $65 a month. So, you know, to be honest, I would have liked to potentially add back cable TV service and use my Seton tuner and use Windows Media Center. However, I don't really plan on doing it because I don't watch that much TV. So, what's going to likely be happening with this machine, that machine, and the big TV box, if I decide to build it, which I probably will eventually, they might be getting Windows 10. And there are ways you can run Windows Media Center and Windows 10. I haven't tried it in the past little while, but the reason why I mentioned Windows 10 is because I've found that I spend lots of my time, instead of watching TV, I'm watching YouTube videos. I recently discovered that YouTube created a very nice TV-friendly interface, and it's based in the Chrome browser. Now, I haven't actually tried it personally just yet, but it's called youtube.com/TV. And from in there, you can actually use the Media Center remote. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go and fire up that machine and see if I can do it. So it's been this is the first time in probably several months that this machine has started up. And of course, as you see, it's running Windows Media Center, or starting it anyway. This little bitty computer here, the TiViBox Slim, is just motherboard almost identical to that, except with the AMD E300 APU. A little bit older, not much power. I forget how much RAM I have in this machine. I don't think it's a whole lot, but all this thing does is runs Windows Media Center. It has a 64 gigabyte solid state drive. And I don't use it to store recordings and stuff like that. So yeah, check out that nice background I have there. I tell you, Windows Media Center, you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can customize it so many different ways. Okay, everybody, now I have YouTube's TV interface running on this computer. It simply runs inside of the Chrome browser. I have Chrome running in kiosk mode. I'll do a video explaining how to set this up at a later time, because I still need to figure out how to get the mouse cursor off the screen. I think this is simple. There's a simple process to make the cursor auto hide when not in use. But what's cool about this is you can even navigate through this using your Windows Media Center USB remote control. Now, I'm not signed into this. So what I'm going to do is just search for my channel. Here's my channel. So here's Cube Computer Channel through the TV interface. Let's watch one of my recent videos. And I find this be a very easy to use interface. It's very straightforward, easy to use with a remote control. Let's see how this machine plays one of my 1080p videos. Again, I gotta find a script to get rid of that cursor. It's clearly not playing it in high definition. Okay, it looks like it might have switched. It did. Hey everybody, it's going to show you how to manually adjust the focusing on a fixed focus camera. It's going to probably switch to a different mode.
Yep. ZI8. Now, every camera is going to vary quite a bit in terms of design. Some cameras offer the functionality of macro and standard.
Turning volume down. Yeah, the thing is, this computer doesn't have a whole lot of horsepower. It's just a freaking E300 APU. It's playing clear there. It must have switched back to 720p or something.
As I mentioned, they all have a little bit different design, so your mileage may vary. And I'm not going to
Let's try pause. Okay, pause is not working. Let me just mute for a second. As I mentioned earlier in the video, since this computer hadn't been started in quite some time, it's probably trying to do everything under the sun as far as updates goes. So the CPU is probably getting used by several different things at the same time. That machine there, I think, would probably fare a bit better. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do with these things. Let me try hitting back. Okay, so back works. Matter of fact, it went back twice. Let's try a 720p video. I'll mute it.
Here we have this brand new Dell Inspiron 3668 desktop computer in for service. It's in for a new computer setup.
Oh yeah, those Dells were pieces of crap. Let me tell you, those things were horrible. But yeah. This is pretty neat, I think. So just hit back once and takes you back. So let me try once more. Let's try a different video. Curious to see if any of these, as we had seen previously, the pause did not work, but okay. This button here, I think, skips you to a different video. So I'm going to hit skip back. And it puts you back where you were on that video. Fast forward and rewind do not work. Okay, so some of the buttons are not functional, unfortunately, but let me just hit the skip forward button again. See what video it put us on. Yeah, it takes you forward to a different video. Okay, this is a Linus Tech Tip video. Let's go back. Not sure what he thinks about playing his videos in one of my videos. So let's just go. Let's hit the back button. Yeah, guys, as I mentioned, I'm learning this right now just by myself. So So we... Alright, come on. Keep hitting back. Back again. Okay, there we are. So yeah, the back button on the Windows Media Center remote acts like a back button in the browser, more or less. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. So I think what I'm going to try doing here, I think I'm going to try Windows 10 on this computer and see if I can somehow get Media Center to work. You know, I was able to get Windows Media Center working in a basic fashion, basic functionality. Because I would like to be able to have simple functionality such as shutdown, restart, stuff like that. You know, Windows Media Center, you could do that with the remote control through the WMC user interface. So I got this 160 gig hard drive here. You don't need a whole lot of space just for basic, stuff. Because really, the only thing that the 1 terabyte drive in that machine was being used for was for TV storage, local TV storage. But other than that, I was just playing files off the home network. See, that's another thing I do with these computers, is I occasionally play back music, play back videos, and stuff like that. That's why I would prefer like to have Windows Media Center there. So if I can't get it working in Windows 10, then yeah, I would have to use Windows 7. But yeah, so essentially earlier today, this whole thing really started out just for me wanting to try out the YouTube TV interface. Again, not to be confused with the YouTube TV service, but the user interface that you see up there. And then found out that the hard drive was failing in this machine. Notice it was running very slow. And finally managed to pull up Crystal Disk Info in safe mode, and it showed a status of caution. So first know where that's going. So yeah, hard drive failing, got to replace it. May as well go ahead and reconfigure this thing. So the reason why I mentioned the possibility of putting Windows 10 on here is to have a newer OS with security updates and whatnot. And also, this computer here has a UEFI BIOS. And of course, the UEFI BIOS does tend to work better with Windows 10, I think, as far as booting up goes and whatnot. So yeah, it'd be funny when this thing starts up, it'll have an HP logo on the screen. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough of that, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video where I literally discover YouTube TV right here in front of you guys for the first time. And no, again, I'm not talking about the YouTube TV subscription service. What I may do is, if YouTube's TV service works in this interface, I may consider signing up. It is $40 a month, but what's nice is it gives you your local channels and also a good deal of other channels that I watch, or used to watch when I was living at my parents'. I haven't had TV service over here. I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch TV all that much, but I mean, for $40 a month, I mean, I don't really mind paying a little bit to have some TV service. I definitely was not wanting to add, and there's AVG popping up on the screen like it typically likes to do. I wasn't really wanting to sign up for Spectrum TV because, of course, of the price. And although I like Windows Media Center and the seat and cable card equipment, it was really a real pain in you-know-what at times. You would get random errors like subscription required, video error. You know what? No thank you. No thank you. I just want something that simply works. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Well guys, that's it for this one. But it doesn't have to be. There's plenty more videos on the channel to check out. Also, if you liked the video, please click the like button. And if you absolutely hated it, there is the alternative button as well. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. And remember to click the bell so that we get notified of all updates. Also, if you're interested in things aside from computers and technology, check out my second channel. It's CubeComp MTDX. Over there you'll find videos about weather, elevators, bicycling, and pretty much whatever else I figure out to upload. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for your support.